The Desjardins Credit Cooperatives. The movement des Caisses Desjardins began in Lévis in Quebec in 1900, at the instigation of Alphonse Desjardins. Desjardins was a Hansard reporter for the Quebec Provincial Parliament, and later clerk reporting of the Canadian Parliament in Toronto. His conscience was aroused by the poverty and unemployment which were driving away large numbers of his fellow citizens to the United States in search of work. He was appalled also by the inability of working people and farmers to borrow at interest rates which were within their means. His original case or credit union, La Caisse Populaire de Lévis, was seen by him as putting the savings of the people at the service of the people. As in all credit unions, members pooled their savings, and took turns for affordable loans. The first transactions were conducted on 23 January, 1901, at Desjardins' home, which remained the nerve center of the movement until his death in 1920, and is now preserved in his memory as a museum by La Société Historique Alphonse Desjardins. Case members, Desjardins believed, would be encouraged to adopt practice thrift and financial responsibility. Christian and humane values would be fostered. Usury would be discouraged. In time, cases would form federations, and a great movement would emerge. Desjardins' dream is now a reality. The movement des Caisses Desjardins consists today of caisses populaires or community credit unions, and caisses d'économie or industrial credit unions. Individual caisses populaires within Quebec are grouped regionally in 10 federations. There is a separate federation for the caisses d'économie, and 3 auxiliary federations for caisses populaires outside Quebec. The functions of the federations are to promote the effectiveness, growth and development of their affiliated caisses, and provide joint services such as communications, technical support, training and human resources management. The federations comprise Interloc Confédération des Caisses Populaires et d'Économie du Québec. The Confederation sets objectives for the movement as a whole, after extensive consultation with the caisses and their members. It is also a service provider for the caisses and federations, in part through wholly owned subsidiary companies. Direct clearing within the Canadian payment system and at the Bank of Canada is made available through La Caisse Centrale Desjardins du Québec. A security, liquidity and mutual aid fund is operated through La Corporation de Fonds de Sécurité de la Confédération Desjardins. Majority interests are held on behalf of the Confederation by La Société de Services des Caisses Desjardins in 4 companies providing respectively security services, plastic card services, information technology services and an automated system of authorization and payment for pharmaceutical services, and by La Société Financière des Caisses Desjardins in 4 intermediary companies with subsidiaries offering general insurance, life assurance, trust and investment management services and corporate financing services. To this point, nothing about the Desjardins cases has differed significantly from credit unions as they operate currently in Australia. What is novel in Australian terms is the adoption by the cases of economic development and job creation as key aspects of their services to their members, through subsidiary companies established for the purpose by the Confederation. Investissement Desjardins is a wholly owned holding company through which the Confederation backs the development of industrial and commercial enterprises and participates actively in Quebec's economic growth. 3 subsidiary bodies invest on the company's behalf. The objectives of the first subsidiaries Tremplin Desjardins are set out as A. To support the development of regional investment funds. B. To support high-tech businesses, in industries such as communications, electronics, healthcare and the environment. C. To assist businesses associated with the Desjardins movement in gaining access to international markets. and D. to act as a consultant for regional federations on investment in corporations within their regions. It is hoped that, within 5 years, there will be 10 regional investment funds, with assets of the order of $100 million. Tremplin Desjardins is to invest in the funds in conjunction with 3 financial partners, namely, A La Caisse de Dépôt et Placement du Québec, a semi-public corporation managing funds for the Quebec Pension Plan. B. Le Fonds de Solidarité des Travailleurs du Québec, a trade unions investment fund, and C. the National Bank of Canada. The second subsidiary, Capital Desjardins, seeks out entrepreneurs who have proven capacities for making their businesses grow and become profitable, and who need additional strategic and financial support for acquisition, expansion or diversification projects. The third, Gestion Desjardins, acquires or maintains majority or preponderant shareholdings in large companies which are actual or potential leaders in their sectors and should be owned in Quebec. It is envisaged that a further holding company yet to be established, La Société Immobilière des Caisses Desjardins Incorporated, will ultimately systematize investment by the Confederation in real estate. Case capital is supplemented for Investissement Desjardins through overseas initiatives. The organization's president, Raymond Gainey, sees its international thrust as having 3 objectives: to find foreign investors to become partners in Quebec businesses, open foreign doors to Quebec businesses, and stimulate foreign investment in Quebec. The movement also participates vigorously in international aid and development projects through the Société de Développement International Desjardins, and within Quebec fosters education, culture, social action and the development of the cooperative ideal through the Fondation Desjardins and the Centre de Formation Desjardins. So successful, and so popular, have the cases become that in 70% of the communities which make up Quebec they have no competitors. The movement des Caisses Desjardins now comprises 1,329 caisses populaires and caisses d'économie, with 4.9 million members and assets totaling $42.6 billion in Australia. As in Quebec, the cry of local communities is for the means to bring about local economic development and put back to work the unemployed.